Good day, welcome back to the channel of SA Accounting Network. In today's video, we're going to continue with the planning phase. And I think on this video, I just want to give you guys just a brief overview of what I'm going to be discussing with you guys just in the planning phase of the business. Remember that there's 6 different phases that we're going to look at in the business mentoring program. And the first phase is the planning phase. So let me jump down to my computer, then I can show quickly what this phase or this stage is about and what I'm going to be covering for you in this part of the mentoring program. So I think, just before I start, remember that earlier I sent out a questionnaire, and there's a video on my YouTube channel. If you haven't done the questionnaire yet, there's a video where I say that I need your help. So there's a questionnaire that you guys can go complete for me, and then we can have a look and see what the areas are that you're battling with your business. And that is obviously the purpose of this program, as I want to impart some of my knowledge that I have picked up over the 30 odd years of being an accountant or just being an entrepreneur, and the past 16 years of being an accountant as well. So let me quickly explain to you. So I did the questionnaire, and 21% of the people said that they battle with the planning phase, and that is the reason why I want to stand still a little bit and just some of the results. So one of the interesting things is that 54% of the people said that when they started their businesses, they never created a business plan. And I think obviously the whole series that we're busy going to focus on now in the planning phase is going to lead up to creating a business plan for your business. So it's not a must. When I started probably my first 2 or 3 businesses, I also didn't have a business plan. But if you see what is involved with a business plan, you'll see there's a lot of value that you can add, a lot of mistakes you can avoid by just doing proper planning. And I think that's one of the reasons why 5 out of 7 businesses doesn't make it past the first year, because the planning wasn't done properly. A lot of guys standing around a bar on Friday night, and then they get this great idea to start a business. The Monday they go register the thing on SIPC, and then a year later they haven't even started with it. And I think part of the problem there just with the planning. So interesting, So 54% of people said that they never did a business plan for their business, and then 54% of people also said that they never did a SWOT analysis. So a little bit further in the video, I'm going to explain to you guys what a SWOT analysis is about. It's a tool that you can use. It is very helpful. It's not only for startup businesses, or if you're planning to start a business, but even for existing businesses. A SWOT analysis is something that there's almost like a working paper that you need to revisit on a regular basis to make sure that you are on track with your business. Idea testing. So this is one of the topics that I'm going to cover in the video, as well as how to test different ideas. So we're going to stand still a little bit on that. So almost 60% of people said that when they started their business, they never even looked at testing their ideas, which is an interesting thing. 45% of people said that they didn't do any form of financial planning when they started their business. That's also a bit shocking. I'm going to give you guys some 10 nice templates and stuff, and even a break-even analysis. We're going to talk about that just now as well, that I'm going to give you guys that you can work through as well. Yes, so just the overview. So inside this planning section of this course, of the business mentoring course, there's 13 topics that I'm going to stop, and that I'm going to discuss each one of those things. Like I say, business plan can be something basic, only a 1-page document, or you can make it very comprehensive. You can make it like a 100-page document. Sometimes when you go to the bank and you want to go apply for finance for the bank, business plan is something that they want to see, and it can't be something that you just suck out of your thumb, or maybe just pop it into GPT and ask you to create a business plan. Like I said, the thing about a business plan has got to be your thoughts and your insights that you must put down on pen and paper. I think that is the effective way of a business plan. I remember my son finished school about 2 years ago, and he's got this business idea. So, okay, buddy, show me a business plan, then we can talk. And then 5 minutes later, he was in front of me. He said, here's my business plan. So he just went to ChatGPT, said, I want to do this, give me a business plan. And GPT obviously popped out a business plan. But obviously, there's nothing wrong with it. But I can see that it didn't apply his mind. So I think this is what I want to stand still a bit, in the planning phase of a business, that you need to sit down and apply your mind. Yes. So the 13 topics, or the 13 sections that I'm going to be discussing inside this phase. The first thing is a business idea generator. So just to brainstorm different ideas that align with your skills and market needs. Sometimes people get brilliant ideas, but it's not relevant for the market. Or sometimes if you work with something like a business idea generator, I'm going to talk you through it, then you'll see that there might be some opportunities there for you to explore. The second one is going to be idea testing worksheet, as to when you generate those ideas for your business, what does it look like to actually go and test those ideas? I think the third one is to define your target market, and I think that is also really, really important to make sure that you know where your customers are hiding. I think that's one of the key things. When I started my accounting practice, I spent lots and lots of time trying to define where my customers are situated and what the best way is for me to reach those clients as well. So I think that's really good. The next thing, competitive research worksheet. And when I started my accounting practice, I spent many years analyzing my competitors, seeing what they're doing, looking at their websites, looking at how they rank with the websites, how I'm ranking with my websites, how I can improve my services. And so competitive research, guys, I think unless you're doing something very unique that nobody's done before, then you don't need to worry about it at this stage. It's a matter of time before you will have to worry about it. But competitive research, you must never neglect that in the planning phase of your business. A vision worksheet. And I think any business needs to have a vision. So I think that's really important. Then here's the biggie. So SWOT analysis. So what does SWOT analysis stands for? It stands for your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities, and threats inside your business. So that's just as important. And then with that SWOT analysis, we're going to stop on that thing and we're going to break down each one of those things. And how do you identify your strengths? How do you identify your weaknesses? What opportunities are there? What weaknesses are there? So we can try and brainstorm a little bit together about those different things, what it is that you need to look at there. Financial planning, I think that is really, really important to make some just basic financial planning to start a business. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. Make sure you know what the overhead cost is on a monthly basis. And just to make sure that you tick all the boxes, quite often when you start a business, a lot of expenses come your way that you didn't expect, like stuff like insurance and workman compensation, UIF, all that type of stuff. And that is what we're going to look at in a financial planning template. Then the next one is break-even analysis spreadsheet. I did a talk a while ago with a group of business people, and the topic of that talk was understand your business. And this spreadsheet over there, that break-even analysis spreadsheet, we looked at that thing, and for the guys to actually understand how the business works, how they make money, what their gross profit is, how do they know when they break even on a monthly basis, what is their daily targets. So all those things we can unpack when it comes to the break-even analysis spreadsheet. Then basic operations. What is the operation going to look like? How many people would you need? What other different functions are inside your business? So we're going to stop and look a little bit at that as well. Marketing, guys. I think marketing is probably one of the things that people neglect the most. And we're going to unpack the marketing thing, what you guys should be budgeting on marketing, what you should be spending on marketing. We're going to stop and we're going to look at that. Yeah, so the first 10 things is basically just all homework that we're going to be looking at and just practical stuff that you guys can work through. And the reason why we're doing that first 10 topics or the first 10 sections, all of it leads up to compiling your own business plan. Like I said, business plan is not a must. There's a lot of great businesses out there that's never compiled any form of a business plan, but there's definitely an advantage of having a business plan. So even if you do have an existing business, there's still value in having a business plan for your business as well. Yeah, so then the 11th point, we're going to touch on a business plan introduction worksheet. So just all the data that we got together up until this stage in the first 10 sections, we're going to pop that into that spreadsheet or into that work page on the 11th one. So we have a worksheet that we can work from. And then obviously after that, I'm going to give you guys a business plan template that you can use to complete your business plan for your business. And then just lastly, I'm going to give you guys as well a sample of what a business plan looks like, a working business plan. So I think that is just a rough outline of what I'm going to be discussing or what I'm going to be dealing with you guys inside the planning phase of a business. Like I said, planning is key. They say if you're failing to plan, it's planning to fail. So that's really, really important that you guys must make sure that you go through these things. And I think obviously this video is just to give you guys a brief overview of what I'm going to be discussing in this section of the mentoring course. Thanks for watching. See you guys for the next video.